Every day, I have to defecate more than 10 times, but I don't wipe my butt. I need to save the tissue paper, so I roll it into small balls. Then, I wet them with water from the toilet, squeeze out the moisture, and use toothpaste to solidify them. Next, I wrap them with a dry piece of paper, squeeze tightly, and a prison key is made. When the guard unlocks my handcuffs, I secretly slip the paper ball into the lock. That way, even if it's locked, I can still push open the small window from the inside. As for how to crack the outside electronic lock, I also came up with a good method. I stepped on a milk carton, crushing it. Inside, there was a thin wax layer. I tore it off and cleaned it up. Then, when the guard wasn't paying attention, I quietly stuck it on the keypad. When the guard pressed the code, it would leave fingerprints on it. Then, after peeling off the thin film, I could deduce the 4-digit code from the fingerprints. After testing it over 20 times, the cell door opened. But this was just the first step of the escape. The real goal was to get out of the walls. On the first day I was locked up, I started observing. I found a weak point in this strict prison, the fire station next to the solitary confinement cell. So, I intentionally picked fights with other prisoners to earn the privilege of solitary confinement. Then I realized that after the prisoners finished their yard time and returned to their cells, the guards would get 7 minutes of rest. That means the surveillance room would be empty during that time, right? So, I opened the cell door, first modifying the surveillance footage, then climbed through the ventilation shaft to the fire station, quickly changing into a spare firefighter uniform. The last step was help from the outside. At the agreed time, my accomplices detonated a car bomb at the prison gates. The prison became chaotic for a while, and no one noticed me hidden under the fire truck. No one saw me get into the pickup car either. Then, the car turned back to the prison. I stood in front of the warden and confessed everything. Actually, I was just someone hired to test the security of prisons. This was the 15th prison I successfully conquered.